Hi, Steve Kelly with Sandler Training by ExSELLyst here in Pittsburgh. And this is I'm glad you asked that moment. Today in class, I got a great question from a new student. It was, how do I incorporate the new stuff I'm learning into what I already know? Like many new students, she felt a little bit overwhelmed with the level of change in attitude and behavior and technique that we're talking about. Well, we talked about the fact that this is an ongoing reinforcement training program and that's why we take every week to work on those things. But there were some things that she could do right out of the gate that would help her. And that was really be deliberate. Be deliberate in the attitude, the behavior, and the technique that you're using. So when you're doing your pre-call planning and you're thinking about what questions I want to ask or what I want to say, or more importantly, what questions might I be asked and what would be my response, be very deliberate about what's the attitude, what's the technique, what's the behavior that we learned in class that I should be displaying in this call. And then of course it's practice, 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 and you guessed it, practice some more. Lastly, after the call, do a post-call debrief. And as part of that debrief, look for patterns of behavior, whether that's the behaviors you expressed in the meeting, the attitude you had, or the way you use the technique. What people often find is that in those patterns, they start to identify some good areas for improvement, things that they can work on and bring to class the next week to say, hey, this happened and I did this. What would have been a better way for me to respond? My student felt a lot better after that. Hopefully that helps you as well. Good selling.